Did you know that 60% of chronic diseases are linked to inflammation? Vegetables aren't just side dishes, they're nature's medicine cabinet. Rich in antioxidants, phytochemicals, and fiber, they help dial down inflammation and support your immune system every day.
The healthiest vegetables I look for when I go shopping in the grocery store. These are the foods that fight disease and specifically fight inflammation.
Dr. William Li is a world-renowned physician, scientist. In addition to his medical achievements, Dr. Li is a New York Times best-selling author. His book, Eat to Beat Disease, has been widely acclaimed. Recently, he released another book titled Eat to Beat Diet, further expanding on his insights into health and wellness. He's leading the charge on how food is medicine, and not just prevention, but actual healing. Today, we're diving into Dr. William Li's top 2 powerhouse vegetables, yes, both starting with the letter L, that can actually heal your body from within. Let's get into it. First vegetable on list is legumes and beans.
The first disease-fighting food I want to talk about is the green bean. Yep, this is the legume that was once served from the can and baked into casseroles with fake fried onions, all right? But in many healthy cultures, like in Asia and the Mediterranean, as well as in Latin America, this bean, the green bean, is a staple food that also improves health and is really great for nutrition. Now, why nutrition? Well, it turns out that beans are packed with protein as well as dietary fiber. And we all need protein, especially as we get older. But this is actually a great source of protein, especially if you're a vegetarian, right? And green beans are known by their Latin name, in case you didn't know this, called Phaseolus vulgaris. And green beans also contain polyphenols. And the reason I'm mentioning the Latin name, if you want to look this stuff up yourself, you can go to PubMed, okay, PubMed. That is a database of all the research that's been done. Look up Phaseolus vulgaris and look up polyphenols, and you'll be able to see all the different research that's been done on green beans and the polyphenols that they include. So what are some of the ones that have been discovered in green beans? Camphorol, quercetin, myricetin, procyanidins. There's a lot, all right? Little lowly green bean is packed with power when it comes to polyphenols. Now, almost all these polyphenols are anti-inflammatory. So eating green beans is a great way to lower inflammation in your body. And these bioactors also activate your body's health defense system. They kind of raise your shields. Now, green beans also have antioxidant properties that have been shown to protect your stem cells that are naturally present in your body. So we're all born with about 70 million stem cells that all get packed away like in a suitcase and stored in our bone marrow and our body fat and our skin and different organs. And when we actually need to repair our organs from the inside out, you won't even know this is happening. These stem cells come out to effect repair. So green beans actually help to protect our stem cells so that our regenerative power is longer, better, faster. All right. So green beans actually protects these stem cells so they allow our stem cells to stick around longer and work faster and better. And that's one of the benefits of green beans. So by protecting stem cells from oxidative stress, these are free radicals that can damage your stem cells. Green beans are regenerative foods.
Legumes and beans such as lentils, chickpeas, black beans, and kidney beans are more than just excellent plant-based protein sources. According to Dr. William Li and other top nutrition experts, these modest foods are powerful allies in the fight against chronic disease and inflammation. One of their key benefits is their rich fiber content. The soluble fiber in legumes nourishes the good bacteria in our gut, helping them produce short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs, like butyrate. These compounds naturally calm inflammation, not just in the gut, but throughout the body. A thriving gut microbiome has been linked to stronger immunity, a lower risk of chronic illnesses, and even better mental health. Legumes are also packed with polyphenols and antioxidants, which work to neutralize free radical sun-stable molecules that can damage cells and fuel inflammation. These antioxidants offer a layer of protection against heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and certain types of cancer. On top of that, legumes are high in resistant starch, a type of carbohydrate that enhances insulin sensitivity and helps keep blood sugar levels steady after meals, an important factor in managing and even reversing metabolic diseases. Dr. Lee also highlights another remarkable benefit. Legumes support healthy angiogenesis, the process by which the body forms new blood vessels. By keeping this process in balance, legumes may help prevent tumors from developing the blood supply they need to grow. Let's know which type of beans we have to eat and how we can cook and eat beans.
I recommend that you don't use canned green beans, all right? Get them fresh. When you get them fresh, they're like in separate beans. Sometimes they're on a stem. You want to look for the ones that are green, have a long pod, and a little bit of stiffness. If they're too bendy, now they're kind of past their prime. A little bit of stiffness, all right? And you can eat them raw. I remember going to a farmer's market, to a growers collective, and literally you can pick out the beans off the stalks and bite them, and you can eat them right then and there. Really delicious, actually. But if you want to cook them, one of the things you want to do is trim off the ends or the beans. Just use a knife and cut off about a 1/4 inch. Don't cut off too much. And then you can cook with those. Now, some beans are known as haricots verts. Haricots verts. These are the French green beans. They're a little bit thinner. They taste great. They're a little earthier, less sweet than the classic American green bean, but they're all great. I'm just telling you this because there's different types you can get, and I don't want you to miss out on haricots verts because you don't recognize them as green beans. They do look a lot like green beans. So here's how I cook green beans. Look, I cook them by blanching them, boiling water, throw them in after I cut them off and wash them, all right? Blanch them, 30 seconds, that's it. And take them out to stop the cooking. And then what you can do is you can saute them in a pan with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil or garlic, or throw them into a wok and stir fry with your favorite sauce. Oyster sauce, soy sauce, a little bit of Shaoxing rice wine. You can make it really, really delicious. You can also add other proteins to it as well, or make a vegetable stir fry. Guarantee you, green beans can make a tasty dish, not just for the holidays, but of course you can use them for holidays. They're part of your family tradition. But green beans are good for everyday meals. And by the way, once you cook some green beans, you can cool them off, store them in the fridge. You can add them to salads all week long.
Legumes and beans pack a powerful blend of nutrients that fight inflammation, protect the heart, support gut health, and even help guard against cancer. Simply adding a cup of legumes to your meals a few times a week can make a real difference, helping to lower inflammation and promote deep, long-term healing from the inside out. Second vegetable on list is leafy greens.
The next vegetable I want to talk about is a whole group of greens that are known as brassica. Now, brassica you might have heard of. That's because a bunch of healthy greens belong to them. Broccoli rabe, kale, cauliflower, cabbage, collard greens, mustard greens. Now, these brassica vegetables contain bioactives called ITCs. This stands for isothiocyanates. ITCs. And these are the bioactives that are responsible for the characteristic flavor of brassica vegetables. Little sulfurous, little sharp, slightly bitter taste. Bitter usually means better when it comes to your health, right? And that's what brassica vegetables do. So what do ITCs, isothiocyanates, do in the body? Well, they are potent anti-inflammatory bioactives, and they also help to improve your circulation. They improve angiogenesis, that's your body's health defenses, and they can actually improve your immune system as well.
Leafy greens, especially those from the brassica family like broccoli, kale, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, bok choy, and collard greens are some of the most powerful healing foods in nutrition science. These cruciferous vegetables are celebrated for their ability to calm chronic inflammation and support overall health. What sets brassicas apart is their rich content of glucosinolates, natural sulfur-containing compounds. When you chop or chew these vegetables, glucosinolates are transformed into potent substances like isothiocyanates and sulforaphane. These compounds have been shown to lower inflammation, detoxify the body, and even inhibit the growth of cancer cells. Dr. William Lee and other top researchers highlight sulforaphane's unique ability to activate the NRF2 pathway, a powerful system in the body that boosts the production of antioxidant and detoxification enzymes. This process helps clear out damaged cells, reduce oxidative stress, and promote tissue repair, playing a key role in preventing cancer, heart disease, and neurodegenerative conditions. Brassica vegetables also offer plenty of fiber, which feeds the good bacteria in your gut, strengthening the immune system and helping to lower systemic inflammation. A healthy gut microbiome is critical for better outcomes in autoimmune and metabolic diseases. On top of all that, these greens are packed with essential nutrients, like vitamins A, C, and K, folate, calcium, and magnesium, all vital for keeping the immune system balanced, bones strong, and inflammation in check. Let's know how we can cook and eat the leafy greens.
And if you want to get the most of these ITCs from brassica plants, here's a couple of things you want to do. You can cook them quickly. Don't overcook them or you'll degrade the ITCs. And when you eat them, and you want to make sure they're tasty, right? You can always eat so much raw broccoli, which most people don't do. But if you blanch it quickly, saute it, then it actually becomes something really delicious. And here's what you want to do when you eat them. You want to make sure you chew them. And the reason that you want to chew your vegetables is that the ITCs, the good stuff, is locked inside the cell of the plant, right? Plants have cells, just like humans have cells, but human cells are soft and squishy. Plant cells are rigid and box-like. It's like a shoebox, all right? And you want to break that shoebox open in order to be able to release the ITCs and other enzymes. So when you chew your broccoli, what you're doing is you're breaking open the shoebox containing the ITCs, and you're releasing also an enzyme called myrosinase. And this enzyme, myrosinase, breaks down the ITCs and generates sulforaphanes. And the sulforaphanes then go on to, when you swallow them, go on to stimulate your health defenses. All right. So this is how it works. Pick the brassica from the field, bring it back. You can blanch it, cook it quickly. My little tip for cooking brassicas, if you want to cook it, it should be bright green, brighter than when you actually had them raw, and then stop. All right. Before they start to dull in color, that's when you've overcooked them. That's why the old kind of school way of boiling your vegetables, you pretty much destroyed when it comes to broccoli, for example. You've destroyed all the ITCs. All right. So how do I actually like to cook them? You can steam them. You get steam of broccoli. Like in 10 minutes, you're done. Okay. You can blanch them. Blanching, as I mentioned to you, boil some water, wash your vegetables. All right. Like broccoli rabe. Quickly throw them into the boiling water. All right. And in 60 seconds, fish them out, drain them. You can even rinse them under some cool water if you want to stop the extra cooking. It should be bright green. All right. Then cut them up if you want. And then you can heat up a pan and saute them, a wok to stir fry them, or you can put them into a food processor and puree them. All right. And obviously, food processors like super chewing, and you get a lot of those ITCs out. All right. You can make a delicious soup or smoothie that way. Now, I actually like broccoli soup as an example. In my book, Eat to Beat Disease, I had a whole recipe for broccoli soup flavored with oregano, dried spice. Absolutely delicious. So you should check it out.
Incorporating more brassica greens into your diet is an easy but impactful way to support healing. Their unique plant compounds work deep at the cellular level, helping your body defend against damage, repair itself, and renew health, making these greens a key ally in reducing inflammation and fighting disease. If you found this helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss out on more tips about using food as medicine. Share this with someone who could use a reminder of just how powerful food can be. I'd love to hear from you. Are you Team Lentils or Team Leafy Greens? Drop your choice in the comments below. And just a quick reminder, before making any big changes to your diet, especially if you're managing a health condition, it's always a good idea to check in with your healthcare provider first. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, because real healing starts right on your plate.